Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of Journey of Wrestling BWC. This is going to be Firestorm. Let's randomize this first match. Dave England won versus Michael Wave. Alright, and now we have a promo battle. Marco, Lazara, and Alpha. And we have a fight tease, the Wolfpack and Marco. And we have a debut right here of new wrestlers. It is Santino, Lazara, and Apollo. Lazara attacking the Wolfpack, and they are joining Marco's faction, the Lazara family. Ricky Blackbear will beat Dusty Lightning. We have a heat promo from our new U.S. champion, Patrick Peterson. Empire Elite versus Jinzo and Nazaria, they will win. And for our main event, we have a number one contenders match. We have Lee War, Landon Morgan, Nick Steele, and Evil Sanders. This is number one contendership for the World Championship. And who is going to win? Of course, Lee and Landon are feuding right now. Evil Sanders is going to win and become the number one contender to the World Championship. Alright, here we are with week 2, and we have starting off Frank Flores and Evil Sanders, the new number one contender, promo battle, and then Evil Sanders is going to attack Frank when he is not looking. And our first match is a United States Championship match, Cody Duvall versus Patrick Peterson. Patrick Peterson is going to win this match. We have Smack Talk, Razor Blade, and Cole Hammer Howard. Razor Blade wants another shot at that European Championship since he did beat Alvador Rage at Trial by Combat. I realize I said European title, that was the International Championship, but this match will be a contendership for the European title, and Shane Montana will win this match to be the number one contender for Felix Frost's belt. Alright, we have a one-on-one match. Santino Lazara, the new acquired talent, versus Matt Black, one half of the tag team champions. Santino Lazara will win this one. We have Landon Morgan heat promo, and then Lee War is going to come out and do some smack talk. Alright, for our main event, we have a non-title match. Felix Frost and Evil Sanders. Felix Frost is trying to get his get back after Evil Sanders attacked his friend Frank Flores, but Evil Sanders is going to win this match right here in the main event. Alright, final week. We are speed running through this to get Firestorm. We're starting off. We have Marco and Alpha promo battle yet again. Their feud is boiling at this point. And our first match, we have Mark Sharp versus Jason Hale. Let's randomize it. Mark Sharp wins. Now we have Frank Flores doing Smack Talk promo on Evil Sanders. And then we have Evil Sanders doing one back. Alright, now we have Lee War versus Nazaria. Let's have Lee War win. And then after match attack, Landon Morgan, Axel Weiss, Dan Briggs. Axel Weiss wins. Promo battle, Felix Frost and Shane Montana for their upcoming match. And for our main event, we have the Lazara family, the new Lazara family, versus the Wolfpack Alpha and Black and White in a 3v3 match, and let's randomize this one. The Wolfpack wins. Alright, here we are at Firestorm. Now, this is the show after Trial by Combat, and it is getting us started with the second half of the year, so let's get into it. Alright, for our first match, we have yet again Marco Lazara versus Alpha. They have fought many and many times, but this is a last man standing match. This is going to be the blow-off match for their feud. And thanks to the Lazara family being by his side, Marco will win this match, finally defeating Alpha. And like I said, that will be because the Lazara family helped him fight off the Wolfpack. Alright, for the European Championship, Felix Frost versus Shane Montana. Let's randomize it. Felix Frost wins. Okay, now we have Lee War versus Landon Morgan, and this is going to be the blow-off for their feud as well. Of course, Landon wanted Lee to join his faction, and he's going to beat him, and that is going to force Lee War to side with Landon in his faction. Alright, for the International Championship, Cole the Hammer Howard versus Razor Blade. Should I randomize this? I'm thinking about it. Let's do it. Cole still wins. Razor Blade just cannot get this belt. It just can't happen. Alright, now we have a heat promo from our United States Championship champion Patrick Peterson calling out the whole division, and it is answered by the returning Nick Steele, who wants his rematch. So they are going to have a match right now. And Patrick Peterson is going to win thanks to some interference from Jason Flores, also returning after trial by combat to destroy Nick Steele and make sure that Patrick Peterson retains. And now we have our main event, Frank the Great Flores versus Evil Sanders, Pure Good versus Pure Evil. That's what this fight is. And this time, Pure Good will win, defeating Evil Sanders, but a very great match. And here we have the Wrestling Spectator. Feel free to read this, pause it, and that is it for that. Alright, time to run through the character sheets. Not much has changed, but we will see in the next event, which I actually don't know what that's called. But we will see. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And there we go. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next Friday.